This is Josh Wright after Ebbsfleet 0, Oldham 0. Well, how do you feel about that performance, Josh?
Look, I think it's the bare minimum that you can show is hard work, hard graft, and start showing some pride in terms of individuals and as a group, as a team, because we know the truth of the matter is it hasn't been good enough this season, and what's happened, and it's been a very, very difficult week. It's been hard to digest. There's been a lot going on. And it's been sad. That's the truth of the matter. When you lose someone that you've had such a good relationship with and been successful with, it's difficult to take. And I think I can speak for everyone in the changing room. And tonight showed that with hard graft, hard work, all the cliches, fighting for each other, fighting for the shirt, that you can put in a solid performance. And I think the point we were well worthy of. And I think, if anything, I think we edged it and could have won the game and should have won the game. But it's a platform and something to build on, and a point in the right direction.
Was there a lot of pressure this week on the senior players to pull people together?
Yeah. In times like this, circumstances, it's the senior boys that are looked at to help guide and control the group, keep people on track, fill them with information and what you think's the right thing to do, and just act professional, because it has been difficult, it has been tough, but at the same time, it's down to not just the senior players, it's down to the whole group, because whether you're old or young, if you're out there and you're playing for the shirt, you've got to give it everything, and I think everyone knows that in there now, and that's 15 games before tonight, it's now 14, we know the points tally, or we think roughly what we need, and it's down to us to get it.
Obviously Dennis Kutrib left at the beginning of the week. Danny Searle has come in as interim head coach. We don't know how long Danny Searle's going to be here, but he must have had some impact since he's arrived.
Yeah, look, as I touched on then, it's terribly sad what's happened, and Dennis is someone that we'll all miss, and that's a fact. That's me speaking from the heart and honest truth. But the brutality of life, and especially football, it's crazy how it works. Someone goes out and someone has to come in, and we owe it to ourselves, we owe it to the club, the fans, the owner, Damien, everyone, to start lifting the place. And Danny's come in with Anwar, and they've tried to bring energy, a new voice, fresh impetus, and that's exactly what they've done. But they can only give what they can give, and it's down to us to buy into that. And I think the group have, the boys have, and try to keep training sharp and intense and loud with a bubble around the place, and that's exactly what Danny's brought. And he's been very good in the 72 hours. I've lost here, even with a different kick-off time. It's always the way, isn't it? But for the 3-4 days that he's been in, and he's been brilliant. And I hope he can appreciate, obviously, what we've given him, and we can appreciate what he's given us. And we've worked as a team, we've worked as a club, and until told otherwise, that's all we'll keep doing, and that's all we can keep doing. And as I say, we owe it to ourselves to lift this club out of the relegation zone.
A performance like that one tonight against most teams for the remainder of the season is going to earn you points, isn't it?
Absolutely, that's why it's the bare minimum, because you can play pretty football, you can look good on the eye, and this pattern, that pattern, and all the stuff that people want to cheer and celebrate, but you have to work hard, and we have had it. We've shown it this year at times, but it's not been enough. We haven't done it enough. And speaking of the old gaffer Dennis, that was what he was all about: hard work, graft, determination, hard work on the training ground, being fit, trying to win, and he hated losing. And we need to show more of that, and we've had to show more of that. And what we showed tonight is how we should have showed more in the season, and we probably wouldn't be in this position. But that's, I'll use it, and I've said it probably 10 times since the finish of the game now, that's the bare minimum that you have to show from now till the end. That's 15 games now, we've got 14. And if we can show that in the rest of the 14 games, I'm more than confident that we'll get the points that's enough to keep Ebbsfleet in this table.
The quality in the squad was undoubted. As you say, it shone through at times during the season, but it didn't come out enough. Do you think there could be any regrets amongst the playing group at all, because they didn't always find a way to show what they were capable of?
Listen, there's always regrets. You always look back and think, if this, but at the end of the day, what are we, 30, how many games have we had? 32, 33, 32. There's been chances, there's been opportunities. Everyone's had a crack, everyone's, not some less than others, but everyone's had their fair go or had minutes on the pitch, and we've let ourselves down. It's on us. We're the ones that drive home, go home to our families, and suffered defeats or suffered setbacks and draws, and it's hurt. It's hurt me, and I know it's hurt this group, and it has to hurt, because it isn't nice. People saying, oh, you've been beat again, or what's going on, what's happened from last year. And the truth of the matter is that, yes, we're a division up, but there's no reason why we couldn't have been successful in this division as well. When we just lost our way a little bit after the first couple of months of the season, after a strong start, And the big thing for me was we didn't get back-to-back wins. Back-to-back wins brings confidence and breeds confidence throughout the group, and that's what we didn't get, and that's why I think we've suffered, because it's been one step forward, two step back pretty much all season. And we've done a lot of talking, there's been a lot of toing and froing, but now it's time, because this is the business end of the season, as they always say. From January onwards it flies by, and this is when it really matters, because what you do in the first half of the season, you've always got that bit of time to rectify it to a certain level. You haven't anymore. We've got the games and they're chalking off and they're ticking off, and soon there'll be a couple of Tuesday games. You have Easter in there, and before you know it, the weeks are coming and gone. So we've got to do it now, and it started tonight, and I hope that's a platform that we build on.
Just after this game, the next one up is Chesterfield away, top of the table. I'm not going to say that's a free hit, because you've got to go and try and get something out of that, haven't you?
You have to, and they're in the same division as us, and I think we ran them quite close here in the game and earlier in the season when we first played them, and they got a late goal. Listen, make no bones about it, Chesterfield are a very, very good side at this level, but if we can try and make it difficult, if we can show the hard work, the graft and the determination to fight and scrap and do what we can to win a football game, you never know. At the end of the day, their run or their form has to come to an end at one stage. They'll probably go on to win the league, and fair play to them, and we congratulate them at the end. But next week is us versus them, and we'll be going there to try and pick up the points.
Finally, a message for the fans from here on in?
From us to the fans is, we know it's not been good enough, and I can sit here and I can apologise, I can say sorry, and I can say this and that, but words can mean something but not enough a lot of the time, and it's what we do out there. And from me, as if and when I captain the team, they'll get 100% from myself and the rest of the group from here till the end of the season. We are going to fight. We are going to fight for that badge, and we want to give them something to smile about and something to cheer about. And come the end of the season, last year we celebrated the league title, but this year we'll celebrate staying in this league, and we can celebrate even harder, because it'll be a big achievement when we do it. And that's what I can promise you. We're going to give it absolutely everything, and I'm confident we'll do it. Josh
Wright, captain of Absolute United, thank you very much indeed, and good luck at Chesterfield.
Thank you very much. See you there.
Cheers, mate.